Hello, my name is Leo and this is Kitchen Mike. In this series of food, culture and nutrition, let's meet someone right now who is so skilled at preparing an amazing East African cuisine that is so perfect for your Meatless Monday. It's a simple, comforting, cheap, and an easy meal to prepare. This meal is so special for multiple reasons. It's one of the most flavorful meals I ever enjoyed in my childhood. It's vegan, vegetarian, dairy-free, gluten-free, and it's loaded with vegetable protein. So I'm super excited about today's cooking show.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm in the right place?
You are. Please come on in.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, and welcome to the west side of Detroit, Michigan. Today I will be making a traditional East African cuisine called Githeri. I was first introduced to Githeri when I visited East Africa. Githeri instantly became one of my favorite meals. It's simply prepared by boiling corn and beans together and adding a pinch of salt for flavoring. But for me, I want to spice it up to make it more flavorful and soulful. While visiting East Africa over in the villages, I noticed it's been cooked in every way possible. Sometimes they use sweet peas instead of beans. I also learned that some people actually add peanuts or mung beans to their Githeri. But the most popular method was boiling the dry corn kernels first, then the dry beans was added to the mix and cooked until soft. Unlike in the towns and cities, frying of Githeri isn't something they do often in the villages over there. But as you'll see today, frying does magic to the flavor delivery and the beanie profile. But it's not just the frying itself, it's how I'm going to fry my Githeri. What's unique about my fried Githeri is that instead of dry corn, I'll use fresh sweet corn kernels from the garden. Already the sweet milky flavor of fresh corn provides a flavor character that's unbelievable. For me, I will use pinto beans, which I've already boiled until soft and drained out the water. Before I get into the recipe itself and how I intend to make my Githeri, let me tell you what I will use, especially to deliver the creamy, spicy, and flavorful notes that will make you want more. Of course, I will need sweet corn kernels, which are fresh, pinto beans, which has been boiled and drained, 3 large tomatoes, which we're going to chop, 1 large red onion, which we're going to dice, 2 medium-sized potatoes, which we're going to peel and cut into pieces, a mixture of peppers. We got jalapeno peppers and also banana peppers, which we're going to chop, bell peppers, which we're going to chop. For the extra spice, we're going to add a ghost pepper, which we're going to chop, dill, basil, which we will chop as well, coconut milk, garlic powder, black pepper, my personal favorite, Royco, and salt. I always like to put a twist to my cooking. So here I choose to give my Githeri a spicy kick with peppers and a creamy mouthfeel with the coconut milk. But you can season your Githeri any way you want. On high heat, always make certain you add enough oil just to caramelize the onions. Now that the onions has caramelized, we're going to add a pinch of garlic powder. Thereafter, we're going to add the diced tomatoes. We're gonna have to use the wooden spoon to break up the lumpy pieces until a puree-like consistency has been achieved. So at this time, just make certain that you're continuously breaking up the lumpy pieces of tomato. And then again, the heat is on high and allow it to continue to cook. Now that we have achieved a puree-like consistency, we're going to lower the heat and add the fresh corn kernels first. We're going to mix them around and distribute them evenly throughout the pan. Hereafter, we're going to add the potato pieces. Now we're going to mix those around and distribute them evenly. Allow them to cook. Now that the potatoes have softened, we're going to add the beans, the boiled beans. And we're going to add some salt for taste. We're going to add the freshly chopped spices. And distribute all the spices evenly throughout the githeri. Now we're going to allow the spices to cook for a few minutes. Okay, at this time we're going to add black pepper. And we're going to stir it. Okay, at this time we're going to add the Royco. And stir it evenly throughout. And then next we're going to add the coconut milk. Can we say yummy? Look at that texture. Now we're going to allow the githeri to simmer. We're going to lower the heat until all the water is gone.
If I open up my eyes, I can see the skies.
As you can imagine, this quick and easy mouth-watering githeri recipe is simple and packed with the goodness of fresh corn, herbs, and spices. With the added beans, the taste is so delicious. The aroma has caramelized onion, cooked tomato, beany notes because of the pinto beans, spice because of the peppers, and Mediterranean herbs because of the fresh basil and dill I added. The taste is amazing. The initial flavor of fried beans, but the caramelized onion brings out the hearty richness of the creamy sweet corn with background garlic and salt. Once fully cooked, the potatoes soften, and as you stir, they get mashed into the mix and provide the starchy notes that make the food taste creamy throughout the chew. The heat from the peppers kick in late, tingling the back of the throat. Of course, the heat lingers throughout the chew, but because I added the coconut milk, the spice level is pleasurable. This delicacy can make you travel the world just to have it. This meal can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and can be paired with juice, tea, milk, or porridge.
If I open up my eyes, I can see the skies. I can see the skies.
Please consider subscribing today by hitting the word subscribe below any of our videos. We can't wait to welcome you on board. My name is Leo, and this is Kitchen Mike.
I can see the skies.